Hey, No Press fam, you know what time it is? The Big Welcome everyone to another episode of The Beatdown, the channel where two worlds collide. I'm your host, Class, and this is my co-host, Biggs. Doing it big, baby. And a friendly reminder, if you guys like the channel, you know what you guys can do? You can leave a comment, you can share, or you can subscribe to the channel. Yeah. And the two combatants we have today are personal guards of other realms. And I'll be representing DC Comics' Big Barda.
Great news, Bertha. You don't have to.
What? Barda.
Isn't that what I said?
Yeah, alright, so fun fact about Big Barda. The big part comes because she's about 7 feet tall. She's a giant, alright? And the Barda part, actually, it's a fun fact. It's a name that she got because she was born in the battlefield. Her mom was pregnant with her during the time she was fighting a war. And right during the battlefield, her water broke and she had a baby. And that baby was Big Barda. She is considered a new god, and she was ranked the highest as a lieutenant in the Fury Battalion. And that's actually a big prestige honor in Apocalypse. She has been known to be equal to Wonder Woman, and she has moved up in her ranks because of her tactical understanding in battle. Which, what she does is she rushes in first, doesn't let her opponent a chance to kind of do anything, and then she examines her opponent under pressure. Her weapon of choice is truly a brilliant one. It's called the Mega Rod. Now, let me tell you what this Mega Rod can do. It can teleport her to any universe in a matter of seconds, instantaneously, okay? Instantly. That's crazy, okay? On top of that, it provides her the ability to fly, so she can actually fly with this Mega Rod, which is interesting. On top of that, she's able to shoot a blast, an energy blast that could take out Superman. Okay? Superman. Also, it has the ability to control gravity. So she could either put more pressure of gravity onto somebody, or she could put zero gravity onto someone. This Mega Rod is truly a weapon of excellent choices, I would say. Alright, so how I see this going down. Height-wise, they're both equally matched, 7 feet tall. So she could take as much punches and blows as she could dish out. So there's not going to be, fighting-wise, they're going to be able to kind of match each other up when it comes to the fighting skills and all that stuff. That's what I'm going to say is the argument there, because they're both equally matched in that essence. But the Mega Rod's going to come in handy in this fight because she can teleport instantaneously. On top of that, I forgot to mention that she rushes into her opponents first, and that's what made her ranked up so many times. So I think she's going to rush into Heimdall first, not giving him a chance to kind of assess the situation, which means he's going to have to be prepared to fight with Big Barda. And on top of that, she has the rod can actually teleport her in any direction instantly. So even if she wants, she has the element of surprise in this essence, where she can teleport into different directions and then come attack him in any angle, and it would be impossible for Heimdall to be able to predict every move that she's about to do every time she's teleporting from every direction and every angle. On top of that, the gravity control is going to come in handy, because if, let's say, in a situation where she's not doing so well and she gets thrown down with Heimdall and Heimdall is kind of putting her down, she could whip out the rod and just use the gravity control one, where she can put a lot of force into Heimdall. Now, Heimdall is pretty strong, but is he going to be able to handle a force of gravity pushing him down while fighting Big Barda? I don't think so. That distraction, that lack of focus is going to cause him the doom or the loss in this situation, considering the fact that Big Barda has the control of gravity. On top of that, she has the rod to throw down with him as he's trying to maintain control of the pressure. Now, if she wanted to go a different direction and go zero gravity, she could make him weightless. Now, sadly, Heimdall, from what I understand, he doesn't possess any flight ability, so he can't fly. Big Barda, with the rod, she can leave him in a zero gravity state of environment and then just throw the rod around him and hit him, or she shoots a blast. Now, another thing she can do, she can teleport him into a zero gravity or the vacuum of space. Now, he's able to adapt in any environment, from my understanding. Any Asgardian can do that, whether it's hot, cold, or maybe even out of space. But I do believe that because he can't fly, that's going to be a big advantage for Big Barda. Big Barda can actually throw a couple swings here and there. And on top of that, she can shoot that energy blast that could take down Superman. She could shoot it right at him and maybe directly hit him to a sun or hit him to another planet. A bunch of planets getting hit with that energy blast a bunch of times. I'm not gonna deny this. It's gonna be the end of Heimdall, and then it's gonna leave Big Barda with the victory. All right. I love me some 7-footers. That's why I only date female basketball players. Anyways, moving back to it, I'll be representing Marvel Comics, Heimdall.
For just a moment, Midgard disappeared from my all-seeing gaze. Something is wrong on Earth.
All right, let's start with some fun facts about Heimdall. Heimdall is the protector of the Bifrost Bridge. Now, if you don't know what the Bifrost Bridge is, pretty much the bridge that lets any Asgardian teleport into other universes and other forms and other places. And it's actually a pretty cool, and it's a rainbow, like a rainbow bridge. Anyways, besides the point. Heimdall's the protector of that. And now, how did he get that position? Well, this is a fun fact. Odin picked him because of his incredible heightened senses. He's able to see things from a mile away. Matter of fact, he was able to spot enemies coming towards the Asgardian realm days before they would arrive. So it gave Odin an opportunity to plan ahead and to have the element of surprise for them when they showed up, and they became victorious after that. So that's how Heimdall pretty much got his position as the Bifrost Bridge protector or guardian. Heimdall has all of the Asgardian features. He has super speed, he has super strength, he has durability, and yes, he has regenerative healing factor. Sorry, that's a mouthful. Now, if you don't know what a regenerative healing factor is, it means that he can heal his body when there's like an open wound and such in hours, not in seconds, but not as fast as Wolverine, but he can still heal his body. That's the thing. He can't regenerate a limb or anything like that. That's unfortunate, but yes, in a situation where he gets cuts and bruises, he can heal himself. As far as strength wise, he's actually a little more stronger than a normal Asgardian. He can actually lift 50 tons. I believe an Asgardian can only lift 30 tons. So he is a little bit stronger than a normal Asgardian. But what makes him such a very fierce battle combatant or warrior to deal with is his incredible senses that he has. He can detect a butterfly flapping its wings from across universes, okay? He can hear sap coming from inside a tree, a living tree. He can hear the sap inside of it, okay? That's crazy. That is crazy. So the senses he has gives him the ability to kind of anticipate attack coming from pretty much a mile away and from days away. So my understanding of this is that his senses are going to come in handy in this fight, because Big Barda is not going to be able to throw any kind of surprise. Says he can kind of see any surprise coming a mile away. He can hear it coming, he can smell it coming, he can see it coming. His weapon of choice is truly a godly one. He wields this thing called a Hofund, sorry, that's the name of it, which is a Uru sword. Sorry, I meant to say an enchanted Uru sword. It has the blue flame from countless cosmic suns. And it is said that the sword has all the cosmic force of the universe contained within it. All the cosmic force of the universe contained within it? Yeah, don't think any weapon's gonna go against that. Alright, so how I see this playing out. Now, Heimdall is going to be able to see Big Barda coming from any direction. So no matter how she's going to throw down with him, he's going to be able to counter any of the moves that she might do. Even if she has the teleportation ability, he has incredible senses of his senses. He's got hearing, the smell, and the sight. That's going to come in handy. Which means the teleportation, even if he was just to have to hear the teleportation pop out of nowhere, he'll be able to do that. He's going to see any kind of move coming. which means that in a situation like this, Heimdall, with the sword that he possesses, I'm sorry to say, it's a cosmic sword, which means that it can probably break into I'm sorry to say, just a universal tech type of weapon. So I think it's going to destroy the Mega Rod. Even if they throw down, I think eventually that cosmic sword is going to cut through the Hofund, or the enchanted Yuru sword. It's going to cut through Big Barda's Mega Rod for sure. So either that, or he's gonna be able to disarm her with it, because he still has kind of more of the speed and the super strength. Yeah, she's pretty strong herself, and she's kind of in the same level as Wonder Woman. But I gotta think an Asgardian might just have a slight more speed in this situation, which means that Heimdall will be able to kind of take the weapon out of her possession. Now, without the weapon, she's kind of in a very difficult situation. Even if Heimdall didn't have his weapon, he still has 50 tons of strength in him. I think he's going to be able to overpower her in a way. I think he has more muscle than she has, so he'll be able to overpower her in a fight, which means that he'll be able to throw her around, or maybe throw a couple swings more than she can, harder than she can. Now, with the sword, he can cut through her like butter. The armor that she possesses is not going to be enough. It's a cosmic sword, okay? A cosmic sword is too strong. That's not a cosmic armor. The Mega Rod is not a cosmic weapon. It's just known to do some pretty incredible things. But as far as Heimdall's weapon, it's a godlike weapon. It's going to be able to take out anything that she's going to be able to throw in his direction. Even if Big Barda were to manage to throw any blasts at him and hit him through buildings and stuff, Asgardians are pretty durable. They can take a fall from the sky and hit a planet or hit the ground hard, and they'd still be able to get back up. They're not easy to just kind of beat. You've seen Thor before, and Heimdall's not going to be no different in that essence. Heimdall and Thor almost kind of in some way almost have a similar trait to each other. So as far as a beating can be taken, Heimdall's going to be able to take the beating probably a little bit more. As far as the weapon of choice, I think the weapon of choice is going to take a huge factor in this fight. Even if she can teleport, the cosmic weapon is going to be the biggest factor in this fight, which means that no matter how she throws around, no matter how many times she tries to do the element of surprise, or she tries to rush in, as long as he's got that sword, even without it, the strength of it, maybe the upper strength he has, yeah, Big Barda, his goose is cooked.
So, had enough yet?
Well, as always, guys, it's not up to me, and it's not up to Biggs. It's up to you guys. So if you guys like my argument, you know what you guys can do? You can hashtag Big Barda. Hashtag Heimdall. Also, follow us on Instagram to get informed about the latest episodes that are going to come out and get a chance to contribute to the episodes that we're going to bring out. As always, guys, we really appreciate you guys as the No Press fam. Catch you guys later. Peace.